welcome back for another episode of Tatts and Tarrasques with me, Dan, your DM daddy, Sheriff Dan, host boy. Joining me, as always, I think I have their names in the right spot. We have Thorendir, played by Twit Games. Say hi.
What up, G Unit?
Brilliant. Formerly known as shit. What was your first character's name, Dylan?
Rakan.
Formerly Rakan. Formerly Ymir. And now playing Reynard for now. We have I am Dylan James.
I need the sweet release of death.
To the right of his right, the bearkin kilted, the only one worthy to wield the fuckbringer is Winfred, Mr. Brightside.
What's up? I'm hanging over something fierce, so...
Oh, he's got that sexy radio voice. We're gonna get some love song dedications later.
Yeah, my mom always said I had a face for radio.
And she was right.
And to the left of his right, we have Mr. Pauly, the Parrot, aka Timmy, who has no camera, so you'll just have to look at the cold, dead eyes of that Parrot JPEG.
Okay. Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't
He's
have
got the eyes of a killer.
But we find ourselves in the Underdark. The Tatts and Tarrasques crew, previously on Tatts and Tarrasques, find themselves making their way through the Underdark, walking fast, with a boat that won't last. And they found themselves in the town of Blingdenstone, trying to unlock the Blingden Gate, or the Blingden Lock. They were led into the town proper by deep gnome guards, and the first thing they did, thank you, baby. The first thing they did, of course, was split the party, because that never goes wrong. And in doing so, I believe Thorendir and Winfred met some of the sort of town leaders, I believe.
Yeah, I can't remember the names, man. It's been that long. But
It's been a good few weeks.
Dude who was dead but not dead, and after that it was he asked us to save the town or something. We had to find 3 people in the place, if I recall correctly.
Yes, he tasked you with finding and putting to rest 3 other deep gnome spirits.
Yeah.
And if you were to do that, then he would put in a good word for you with sort of the current living council of Blingdenstone.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Pauly, Reynard, and Nesbit, the crewmate, the gnome crewmate, were in the market district, I guess you could say. They had attempted to make their way through some locked doors, and then decided to get some commerce happening, and were causing a fair bit of trouble. The last we saw them, Pauly, do you remember what you were up to?
Oh, sorry, I thought this was the surface. It was basically what I was going on about. Basically explaining that I believe that the customs of Blingdenstone should follow the one true greatest nation in the world, the surface. And
I don't think the surface is a nation.
And it is. All right.
Yeah,
But it's located in your heart, T-Bards.
Correct. Okay.
I don't have one of those.
You obviously aren't a surface dweller. You aren't a true surface dweller.
Well, he's a other, being a
I'm a other planar.
Githyanki. Being a Gith, he's from another plane, so his plane may not even have a surface.
That's why we have to build the plane wall. Okay, honestly, seriously,
And we're gonna make other dimensions pay for it.
Yeah, the Gith are gonna pay for it.
Oh god.
Gonna make the plane wall. Jesus.
But yes, so basically just getting pissed that they won't take my money. It should be accepted everywhere, personally. And then
It's not MasterCard.
I wanted my food. I believe it was just food I wanted too.
Yeah, and I also believe it wasn't just that your money was being accepted. I think you were just throwing copper at them though, as opposed to real amounts of money.
Actually, that's
quite
completely
possibly
correct.
That's
That's
exactly
completely
what he was
correct. Yeah.
doing.
Yeah,
So-
that's exactly what I was doing.
Um, So you around you, while you're pitching a fit, having a bit of a tanty, the gnomes around you all draw weapons and kind of start stepping back from you and sort of yelling at you in gnomish, in undercommon.
Nesbit, what are they saying?
Nesbit says, can I understand the accent you can, but they seem to be yelling about some kind of devilry, surface magic, and to cut it out of this, run you through. Can you two there, give me a perception check, please?
I can understand what they're saying.
Okay. Yeah, so they're saying, like, there's sort of an affront of,
22.
by Mohammed Win, the surfaces reveal, doing some kind of surface magic. Unhold him, ye feathered-colored demon.
They're telling you to fuck off, mate.
What magic are we doing?
Pauly, you turn around as you realize everyone's not looking at you. They're kind of looking behind you, and floating behind you, or rising up into the air and kind of silently screaming is another, like, gnome guard. And he seems to be, like, crying out and kind of clutching at the air, and you see a strange shimmer around him, revealing the surface of a gelatinous cube that has engulfed him.
Why? Why gelatinous cubes? Huh? Why you do this to me?
The cubes just don't like you, dude.
They're the one things I can't fight.
They don't like you. What do you want? What do you want me to say about it? Can't
I'm
do
pretty sure
anything.
they almost killed Thorendir a couple of sessions ago.
Pretty sure they've almost killed all of us quite a few times. We don't have a very good track record with gelatinous cubes.
Yeah, so I'm going to get you...
I have a wonderful track record with gelatinous cubes. Because
You
I
walk
fucking
away from them.
smashed one to pieces with the John Cena.
Alright, I'm going to get you to roll initiative, please.
Why are there so many?
Heaps of like other characters, I'm guessing.
Yeah, why is there weird ambient music playing? Cut that out. Silence.
I can't hear it.
Whoa, did you roll a number with 2 digits for initiative? Fuck. Slapping.
Imagine.
I know, right?
My plus six initiative.
Bro, I never roll a 2-digit number for initiative. It's always like a 3. It's like, oh.
Alright, Reynard. You're seeing this gentle gnome float up into the air. What was your perception check?
Please tell me it's the buoyant. Please tell me it's the buoyant deep gnome that's in the gelatinous cube.
I rolled a 13 on perception.
It wasn't, but it can be. Let's whoops.
It really should be. Let's be honest.
Yeah, hold on. There we go. Swap them around. Some of these are, are labeled like dwarves and shit, but that's just because I wanted to mix it up.
Water, I'll be back in a second.
Cool. So you had a 13 for perception, do you?
Indeed.
Yeah. You can kind of make out the shimmer around this gnome, but you don't really. You actually more just see him floating in the air.
Okay. I'm gonna point at him and just say, "Oi, stop that fuckery! How are you floating, mate?" That's what I'm doing.
I'm gonna. Well, I guess I told it's my turn, but I was like, it's a fucking gelatinous cube. Freaking out because Pauly does not have fun or like them. They are probably one of his biggest fears.
Yeah, I'm asking questions.
Just because of that, you know.
So wait, which one was it?
Let's go.
Is it this dude here? Okay, cool.
The buoyant deep gnome.
A very good point. Reynard's gonna just sort of mosey his way on over a little bit and try and get a closer look, but keep his distance because he doesn't know what the fuck's happening right now.
Cool. Well, do you want to give me another perception check as your...
Yes, I will. Where was it? There it is. That was cocked.
The closer you get, like the worse it looks. You just like all you see is this floating guy. You can actually, you notice, probably because of the commotion, everyone moving around, the panic in the air, the sort of there becomes sort of this high pitched whine almost of panic in the sort of psychic waves around you. Right? Maybe it's becoming a little bit harder to concentrate because of that.
Well, I'm gonna look over at Pauly and just say, I got no fucking clue, mate. I don't know.
It's a fucking gelatinous cube.
Where? I don't see a gelatinous cube. I genuinely don't.
Yeah, fair enough.
My perception's too low. I didn't see it.
What's Nesbit? How does Nesbit feel about gelatinous cubes? Probably not great. He starts sort of pulling stuff out of his satchel, and he's like, gelatinous, and he's like looking up at you, Paul. He's like, I have nothing that'll burn gelatinous cubes. I have nothing that burns oozes. I didn't bring my fuses for the oozes.
Damn it! I was really hoping he'd have some explosives.
He's like, I could probably put something together, but it's going to take some time.
If
Go,
I
go.
ask
Sure.
the other two, where is this gelatinous cube? Can I get them to point it out so that I can try and hit it?
Yeah.
Pauly, where the fuck's this cube?
I'm definitely gonna start swinging it the second it's my turn.
If he tells you, I'll let you make an attack with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna point. I'm gonna point. Like, why do you think the fucking gnome's floating?
Good point. So do I just attack on the gnome at disadvantage?
Sure. Yeah, just throw an attack.
Where is my fucking there? Is it shift or fucking? I can't remember. That one.
And but I think what's funny is too the two
that
characters
one
who
little
are best
disadvantage
best
or the
to deal with.
advantage? Yeah, disadvantage. A 17 to hit, 2 damage.
17.
Sorry.
So there you go.
I'm just saying it's just funny that the two characters who have the most advantage against Gelatinous Cube are not with us right now.
I mean, I'm psychic, so like.
Okay.
So if you need to have a
technically I have magic.
conversation with this delusional gelatinous cube,
Yeah. No, I've got psychic arms, dude.
that's true. Are your psychic arms out, or are you just punching it with your normal arms?
No, I'm poking at the air with my quarterstaff to try and get a feel for where it is.
Cool. Yeah, so you kind of poke the staff in. You feel like a little bit of resistance, and then there's sort of like a shimmer in front of you, and you see the gelatinous cube.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And then I'm going to where was it? Fuck. Wait. What's my step of the wind again? That's nothing important, is it? Step of the wind.
So there's like panicked cries in Undercommon
yeah.
and Gnomish.
All right, I'm gonna also use Step of the Wind for my bonus action to jump back from the gelatinous cube. So I'll just pop that, and then that'll disengage back to here.
So you go flying through the air,
Yeah,
and you land in a gelatinous cube.
I hate my life. I fucking hate my life.
We'll deal with that
Oh.
on your turn.
I let out
On
a
its turn.
cry of, "Holy fucking help!" as I get surrounded by gelatinous cube.
Yeah. That's hilarious. You actually like stopped one short, and then you're like, "Nah, one more."
Yeah. Great.
Cool. Yeah, Pauly. You see like gnomes running around, yelling, screaming. A couple of them are sort of pointing spears at you thinking that you've summoned these things. You're the one sort of causing this ruckus. And people are starting to be, gnomes are being attacked. You hear like the horn go up of alarm. And Winfred and Thorendir, you hear the horn of alarm go up from the market district to your north.
I'm just gonna go on my rhetoric. I'm like, this would never happen on the surface, and then I'm gonna attack the one right in front of me holding the gnome.
Mm-hmm. Now you don't have to, but you can, as an action, attempt to pull a creature out of the ooze.
Oh, you can?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, maybe I'll grab the... And I can't use my bonus action as an attack, can I?
Correct. So it's a strength check to pull someone out of the cube.
I am not a strong bird.
And you think there's enough space in this cube to hold up to 4 medium or smaller creatures in it at a time.
I'm gonna get eaten. It's like Ralph Wiggum. I'm in danger. Alright, but I'm gonna attack it. I'm gonna attack it with Talon. Boom! 25.
Yep. That'll definitely hit.
21 damage.
Oh yeah, because you've got
half,
your...
though.
Sorry?
That's half though, right?
Not on a cube. Let's see.
I think it's piercing, that's why.
This doesn't say anything like that.
Yes!
I think it's oozes.
That's right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't mind cubes then. Cubes are okay.
No,
Cubes are okay. We
suck,
love
bro.
cubes. We love hypercubes.
Mm-hmm.
Cubes suck.
Cubes are okay. Oozes though, they can get fucked. I'm not gonna say that.
In case we got any ooze watchers out there, any ooze fans watching the stream.
Mhm.
If you're a news
And
fan,
then I will
hey.
attack with my Dagier. or 23.
23 will definitely hit.
Oh, fuck,
Tell you now, these
I
things are
have
very easy to hit.
5 damage. Actually, I'm going to re-roll that D4. With my piercer feat, I can re-roll any piercing attack once per turn.
Awesome.
D4 plus 4. Yeah, but still more. 6.
All right. Cool. The gnomes.
I'm also gonna fly. I'm gonna fly up about like. Actually, how high is the cavern?
This is a pretty open area of the cavern, so you probably got plenty of room.
I'm gonna fly up 20 feet.
20 feet.
Shit.
Cool. It is going to try and... Oh, wait, you get free disengage if you hit it? Is that right?
Absolutely.
There you go.
I mean, this is why I love the swashbuckler.
Yeah. Alright. Some of the gnome guards are like on the ground still pointing up at you, Pauly. Yelling in gnomish. Brandishing spears. Trying to think. Is he going to throw a spear at you?
The gelatinous cube.
Or the gelatinous cube? I'm not sure if he can see it. Hold on, let's see if he sees it. No, he sees you though. He throws a spear up at you. 15 to hit.
That hits. That's just 15. My armor class is 15.
So that's
6 damage.
6 piercing damage.
I will do uncanny dodge as my reaction to do 3 damage. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I start to be a lot more tanky once I get that now.
More gnomes are kind of rushing in, filling the market square. One kind of comes up to you, Reynard, in your cube, and she seems to sort of see what's going on, and she swings a big warhammer at the cube. 10 damage. Oh, sorry, 5 damage. But Reynard, you inside the untruthful gelatinous cube. It's telling lies, which we don't abide by here.
I dare it.
You take the golf creature can't breathe in restraint and takes 66 acid damage at the start of each of the cube's turns. Okay.
Wow.
Jesus.
It's 19 acid damage.
Yep.
I feel like you got off lucky there.
And the
I
other
spoke
guy
too
takes 18 acid damage. So you see the Pauly, from your vantage point up in the sort of up above, you see the remains of this the gnome that was kind of floating. You see his skin sort of melting away and eking out. Yeah. And he's dead.
Ew.
He stops moving.
Okay. Well, I tried.
He's still buoyant, just not alive.
Alive.
Reynard.
Probably
What
also
do I
not
need to
helping
do
my
to
case.
get out? Is it a strength check?
Yeah, it doesn't really say. I think you're just in there forever.
Great. Alright, I guess I'm dead.
Nah, doing a so a creature within 5 feet of the cube can take an action to pull a creature out, which requires a strength check. Or whenever the cube enters your space, you can try and I guess we'll say the creature can be pushed.
Could
failed to-
I potentially step of the wind?
You can make a
Get out.
strength check.
Alright, done. Ability check or saving throw?
Ability check.
Alrighty. Fuck you.
Fucking Jesus.
Well, I hope you've got a 4th character sheet ready to go.
Well, this, I've got
Holy
multiple.
fuck.
I've got multiple ready to go, but this one wasn't even my character sheet. But Reynard's about to die and be replaced by. Bear with me.
Nayrod.
Nardab.
Nardab.
Reynolds'
Classic.
evil twin.
Classic Nardab. Instead of being a Gith
Artagan.
Yankee, he's a Gith Sarai. Completely different.
The important thing is, are you gonna sheesh on him? Nah, dab.
Alright, well, yeah. Reynard's just gonna let another yell out of Pauly, get me the fuck out of this thing. But it's very muffled and gargled
Muffled.
because there's
I just see
jelly
you like
everywhere.
screaming, yeah.
Yeah, just like screaming into the void of nothing.
wordlessly screaming.
Yeah.
So basically, just
yeah.
your usual Sunday then.
Yelling into the void.
We snap
Well,
back
that's the end of my
to
turn.
Thorendir and Winfred, who are just sort of standing around outside the. I think it was the Rough Ruby, the kind of temple in Blingdenstone.
Yeah.
Obviously, I would have explained to Winfred that we need to look for the 3 unrested spirits of the dark dwarves. What are they? Underdwarves?
Deep
I always
gnomes.
think deep gnomes. Deep
Yeah.
gnomes. Sorry. Yeah, but then obviously we hear the horn. Thorendir gently puts his hand on Winfred and just goes, "My boy, that could only mean one thing, and one thing only. Pauly's in trouble. It's been 3 minutes, Winfred. Surely they can't be dead already. Do we forget our crew and continue on our quest, or should we go and help the lads?"
Winfred looks at his wrists, knowing very well there's not a watch there. But 3 minutes, That's a bit of a record for Pauly. We should probably go and check on him.
Well,
I barely get dropped.
Well,
Everyone else around me.
Indeed, he did get me a hot toddy yesterday, so I should go and help the lad out.
Yeah.
And
We don't want
I-
another. We don't want another Ymir scenario.
too soon there. Too soon. I forgot about my dear giant lad already. You know I have that short-term memory loss. Oh, well.
Too soon. It
my
feels like months ago.
Yeah, Thorendir. We haven't played D&D in 3 weeks. Where have you been the whole
Yeah, it feels like that every now and then, doesn't it? Yeah, so I guess we go off to the blazing horn that we sound.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And come on, boy, can you smell them out? Is Timmy stuck down the old well?
So you make your way through the city streets,
See what you did there,
following
very clever.
some some people are running away from the market square. Guards are running towards it. You sort of press through the gnomes that are escaping to make your way closer in.
What do you mean press through? We just step over them. I'm 9 foot tall.
Yeah, but you got thick rugby legs. Like, I feel
Mate, and a line of pixie dust is 6 foot more, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, look. I got some thick games.
all
That's
right.
some creepy fucking music, Dan. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I can't
Yeah.
hear this music.
I also cannot hear music.
It should be coming through your browser.
Well, it's just come on for me, so
I can't hear anything. I'm going to allow this.
Google Chrome's greatest invention was telling me which of the tabs the sound is coming from.
Yeah.
Best invention ever.
Pretty great.
Oh, now that's working for me.
I just put some
Yeah.
cave music in. You know what? Thorendir might just be just outside the range. Can you hear sound now?
I just hear a cave music now.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. Nah, even if I move myself in.
There's some like local sound effects that play, like singing crystals.
I just mute the tab.
No,
That's
I
all
just hear cave. I just hear cave.
Yeah. Do you want to give me some initiative rolls, boys? See, as you sort of approach.
Are you ready for something obviously under 10?
He wasn't wrong. 9 is under 10.
I told you I was short.
Let's see what I get. I got it. Oh, fuck yeah.
Well, the high rolling initiative boys are back.
So I think, yes, you run and run. You're kind of a little bit out of breath by the time it takes you a while to arrive on the scene, as Nesbit's pulling out sort of small glass casings. They look sort of like little balls of light inside glass, and he just starts throwing them at the cube that is engulfing Reynard.
Wait, does this mean it explodes on Reynard too?
No, he's sort of somewhat cushioned
Okay.
by it.
It would be funny though.
Would not. Absolutely would not.
13. Cool.
Magic missile. I thought Nesbit had grenades. I didn't think he was a mage.
Well, can we live in the world of make-believe where we don't just, read what it says and realize that Dan just reskinned it verbally, not like written?
It's been a month.
I mean, technically, they're magic missiles. Okay, if you really think about it.
Any kind of
World.
Technically, any projectile is a missile.
yeah, and they have some kind of magic explosive inside. So
So shut up, Jacob.
yeah.
Hey,
Or else
technically, any object in motion is a missile.
Winfred
Well,
takes like 10 d6 damage.
Oh my god! So
Psychic
thrown
damage.
in motion. Well, how do things don't just spontaneously get into motion? There, they have to
No,
be
they
projected.
don't. They have to be thrown or flung.
And I
Oh,
think
Yeah.
any object is thrown.
I'm pretty sure
Maybe-
that's Rakan's
maybe-
third law of thermodynamics in the surface world, that objects in
Plain old world.
rest have to be thrown to be in motion.
Mm.
Yeah, but this is the problem with these fucking gnomes. They use the metric system, not the surface system.
Yeah, they're all like, "Oh, we only move like a meter at a time." You're like, "What? No, it's all feet."
Surface dwellers being like, I like
No,
feet.
it's yeah. No, what do you mean 10 meters? That's one gnome throw. Fuck.
Yeah, distance isn't measured. It is only how far you could throw a gnome. Like, yeah, so it's only 3 gnomes away, like 3 gnome pace
Yeah,
away.
how far can you punt a gnome? That's the distance.
Hey, Thorendir, we should go gnome punting after this.
I mean, I don't think Thorendir could kick a gnome very far. He's probably the same height as him.
Yeah, why do you think I'm inviting you and not Pauly? I'm
Is it
gonna
gonna
win.
be- Is it going to be the old like what is that Charlie Brown where like they're holding the gnome to punt it, but then he lifts it up, and then you just kick me instead?
Yes.
You both go flying.
Go to the moon.
You drop the gnome slightly further than the gnome that you dropped.
Mm.
All right. So the other gnomes are rushing in. And they start, surrounding Nesbit, threatening him with spears. Not a good time. And they're yelling at him in Gnomish. Like, put down your bag. Like, stop this surface. You brought these surface magic, this surface hoodoo upon us. We've been
Someone
warned.
has come to visit and is joining in on the D&D stream. Say hello to Iggy.
Hi, Iggy. Maybe Iggy could roll a character up. It might last longer than any of Dylan's.
Yeah, I reckon he
He's
would.
open.
Yeah, Iggy, would you like to play D&D, or are you just coming in for snugs?
I don't know. I'm just seeing who's gonna last longer, Jacob, or Dylan, or one of Dylan's characters.
I'm pretty much on a struggle right now.
If Reynard outlives Dylan, I'll be very surprised, but maybe not. Maybe not surprised.
I may die before the next cube's turn.
Pauly.
Some of you may die, but that's a risk I'm willing to make.
Fucking Virgin CEO.
Like, I'm pretty sure these
okay.
gelatinous cubes have a kill limit, and if you just throw like wave after wave of Reynolds at them, they hit their
Yeah,
kill
but-
limit.
They're gonna
Yeah,
get
but,
full eventually.
No, but at what point do they start absorbing that much material? The acid content in them falls below a pH value that it can no longer be acidic.
Okay,
Absolutely.
look. Okay, so new game plan: start punting gnomes into the
Punting, let's punt under gnomes into these gelatinous
Maybe
cubes.
if you punt a gnome at the right angle, it will hit me and dislodge me out the back.
No, it's just gonna get stuck with your ass. Just in the gelatinous cube.
All right. I'm just gonna scream at the fucking gnomes that are like all the gnome that attacked me. I was like, bloody look at it with your fucking eyes. This isn't bloody surface magic. Surface magic is way cooler than this. It's a fucking gelatinous cube. And then I'm just gonna fucking Parrot dive at the one I've been attacking.
All right, the one that doesn't contain your friend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good point. I probably should do that, shouldn't
You
I?
should
All right,
probably
Also,
try
give me
and
a-
pull your friend out.
Give me a persuasion. Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage because you don't speak the language.
Oh yeah, cool. I've done it once. I'll do it again. Sorry.
Yeah, all they hear is like surface magic. Yeah, that's the only words
Amazing.
they can seem to make out. That you're just yelling
Honestly-
surface magic a bunch and like swooping back and forth.
That's all I actually said anyway.
Accurate.
Okay. Oh, okay. No, look, I understand you said it was a strength check, but if I dive and like use my action to like do like a cool dive and like how birds like like birds of the sea like do a dive and they catch their prey while they're in the air
Mhm.
and then come back out, can I like swan dive into the gelatinous cube and then
Iggy,
come
lie
out the other
fuck
side
down.
with
Stop
Reynard?
making biscuits in my belly.
Yeah, give me a Talon's attack roll. to grab hold of Reynard and like lift him out.
13.
Let's see.
Or did you mean actual Talon?
Your talons, like not the rapier.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's even better. Yeah. So, engulf. What's this? Creature and the creature making the attempt. Okay, so you swoop in. Talons like your feet grab hold of Reynard, kind of grabbing him around the shoulders like you lifted Nesbit before. Though in doing so, you take 4 acid damage as like the gelatinous cube goes up your legs. You forgot to put gaiters on, and you get splooshed on the talons as you drag Reynard out.
Take that up, you cloaca.
And then I'm going to drop Reynard very unceremoniously and then go back up to 20 feet.
Yep, Reynard lands perfectly fine because he's a monk.
Yep.
I'm more just saying, like, I just plop you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm the one character in the party that can be dropped from any height and not die.
Wait, is it a monk thing?
Yep.
Man, monks are really cool. I've been looking into them, actually.
Monks do dope monk shit. They do like backflips and shit, and they don't take damage from falls.
You can have like 4 or 5 attacks in a row, can't you?
Yeah, I could spend as many key points as I wanted.
Yeah, that's where key points.
Yeah, I have slow fall, so.
What are key points?
It's sort of like his spell
monk's
points, but they come back after each short rest. And he gets lots of extra attacks, but often it's sort of in the realm of he's like punching, right? So his attacks don't do a lot, but he gets lots of them until later. Then they start leveling up. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So Pauly, you've swooped in, pulled Reynard out, and sort of dropped him unceremoniously. Reynard lands, I assume, like he does the 3-point landing.
Superhero landing.
Superhero landing to absorb the shock.
Terrible on the knees.
Well, he flexes the knees. There's maybe even a bit of a roll in there, and he comes up ready. But in doing so, looks really fucking scary. The pizzas of the gelatinous cube still sort of dripping off him, parts of his skin sizzling, and with steam kind of erupting from him. He's quite the scary sight. And one of the gnome guards kind of steps forward and sort of starts threatening him with a spear, yelling at him in Undercommon to put down his... Lay down on the ground, face down. I guess you don't have any weapon. Oh, no, you have a staff. They're yelling at you to, like, drop your weapon and lay down on the ground.
I yell back, shut the fuck up. I just came out of a gelatinous cube. In Undercommon.
Cool. Do you want to give me a persuasion check? See if they believe you. Yep. This is regular, so...
That's a 5, so they don't.
So how does that come out? Tell me how that comes out, Reynard.
Shut the fuck up. I just came out of a cube.
And they're like... No, they're yelling at you. They're still just yelling at you. They're like, I don't want to hear it.
You hear on the surface how these cave people are so belligerent, but I mean, you don't really know until you experience it.
Thorendir.
Shut up, bird.
Okay. Obviously, we've just ran into the cave. No, it's 6-second turns, but... Pauly, my boy, what have you done? Why is there gelatinous cubes?
I don't bloody know. Fucking got no idea.
Do we attack? What are we doing?
Attack him. Just dodge the bloody gnomes. Hopefully, when we kill them, they'll realize what they are.
Yeah, and a dissonant whispers on the one with nobody in it. That one has none in it, yeah?
Dissonant whispers on you, dissonant whispers on your cat.
Yep.
The other one's dead anyway.
As in, there's bones. There's the corpse of a gnome floating in one.
Oh, he died. He's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably not the one with the dead gnome in it, because that could probably explode him. Do the one without the one in it.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw, is it?
Yeah. I'm just going to cast it just for damage. So if just do the wisp, you can do that whenever you want. I'm just casting it now.
What do you whisper?
I'm tired of these gelatinous cubes all up in this motherfucking cave. Nah, it's
Excellent.
just.
But like lovingly whispered. Die of these gelatinous cubes.
Yeah, 14, I think. Yeah. Oh, and they failed.
Yeah. Now it's not a charm or any deafened creatures automatically Oh no, it has no ears. It seems to not.
Isn't Dissonant Whisper psychic?
But it's verbal.
There's a verbal component.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it does say.
I thought it was like a telepathic kind of whisper kind of thing.
It does say a deafened creature automatically succeeds on the save, and these things are blind, deaf. Like they're already blind and deaf. So
Dummy
it's,
dick.
But they'll take the half.
take
damage,
half.
so
Yeah.
it'll be-
So there's a bit of a wibble wobble jelly on a plate.
Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
Should have done shatter.
Definitely.
Just give him the finger guns.
Yeah.
You and the poo poo.
One of the dwarves kind of walks up to you and Winfred Thorendir, and he says, "Stay back, Master Dwarf. We're just dealing with an incursion of surface dwellers. They haven't seen more Hammer Twins' darkness. They haven't become endarkened. These surface dwellers, and they don't know our ways. They've gone on a mad ramp. They've had the Underdark rampage. They're feeble, tiny surface brains.
The
Cannot.
Underdark madness, you say? Well then, lad, I certainly have the cure for this, my boys.
Which one?
Now
One's
what-
talking shit?
What?
Which one's talking shit about surface dwellers?
Is it this dude here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right,
I
Pauly.
don't think you can hear him.
Can Pauly hear this?
you can hear him, but you probably can't understand him.
All right. I'm
Winfred's
just gonna,
standing there
I'm just gonna
very
make
aware.
a mental note to shit on him later.
Thorendir clearly is being like, well, now don't you worry, you see, now this is why I was here, was asked by Lord that may know him to come here and cure 'twas the underground madness. You there, two lads, clap your hands 3 times and slap yourself in the face. If you complete this order, you are free of your curse.
Are you yelling that at?
Yes,
Pauly?
at Pauly and whatever. What's old mate's character's name again?
Reynard.
Reynard. Yeah. So do
Yeah.
the order. Do it for me, please. So then you don't have the man.
Was it
I do.
clap 3 times and slap?
Yeah, clap 3 times and slap yourself in the face.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
I did. I slapped myself.
Now you see there, young boy. What kind of madness, man, would that have of them? I've cured them, you see. Lord Grimsbane's what they call me. Now
Give me
what do
a-
we do about these cubes?
Give me a charisma check. I'll accept a deception or a performance here.
Performance or persuasion? What one?
Whichever one you like. What is it you do?
They're both +9, so I don't
yeah.
mind.
Sure, just choose one.
I'll do performance. I'd probably do persuasion just because
Yeah,
it's more. What? An 11. Good thing I rolled a 2.
That's not bad. Let's see how he's doing. He's looking at you a little bit. Yeah, he's not
Shit!
buying it. He's not buying
God
it.
damn it.
This guy looks sort of like, captain of the guard, looking at you skeptically. Now he's finally just like taking in that you have this giant bear next to you. In fact, it's Winfred's turn.
Winfred's standing there fully aware that he's talking about surface dwellers, but isn't smart enough to realize he's talking about him.
Mm.
These stupid surface dwellers, and then Winfred's like, yeah, fuck surface dwellers. I'm gonna.
Some of my best friends are surface dwellers.
I'm gonna say to the guard, I had it in my brain, but now it's gone. What was I going to say? I was like, well, if you give us the surface dwellers, and we can take them back to the surface, because that is exactly what we are trying to do. I think. Maybe. It's classified.
The gnome says to you, Thorendir, that's a nitty tricky. You got the bear to talk. Is it ventriloquism?
Well, you see, I did that ventriloquism without even shoving my hand up its ass.
Trust me,
I
you
don't
don't
know,
want
I
to shove
thought it
your
is
hand
to-
up there. I had a big lunch.
I'm well aware of what you had for lunch, said Winfred. Please, don't make me prove it to the man. You might be prepared for this, but I'm not.
Cool. Whose turn we got next? Geez, alt-tabbed. That was a mistake. Reynard, not. Oh wait, no, it's the cubes. It's the cubes.
God damn it.
So you've been sort of plopped out, Reynard. You're still juicy. You're still, like feeling that goods.
I can't
This
be the
thing's-
only one that hates the term juicy
Oh,
in
I
this
love it.
context.
What do you mean? It is juicy though.
I love
It's
juicy,
a
bro.
juicy cube.
It's a juicy, thick cube.
I fucking hate all of you. Just
It's-
putting that out there right now.
Just putting that on Front Street.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Winfred. It is the juiciest of cubes' turn.
I fucking
Yeah.
hate you. If you rename that cube the juiciest of cubes, I'm gonna lose my
Alright.
shit.
How easy is it to tame a gelatinous cube so we can always have the juiciest cube around?
I hate you so much. Timmy.
So it's going to try and move forward to engulf you, Reynard. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Juiced him up.
Wait a second. Let me just double check something real quick. Because I'm pretty sure as a monk I get something stupid. Da, da, da. Oh, not that one. It was. Nope, I don't get anything stupid yet. Dexterity saving throw. Ba ba ba. Da da da. Da da da.
You just make it.
Oh, I don't have my life. We're good.
So it sort of starts juicing forward to get to you.
Very nice.
With it with the blowjob sound.
But you're able to jump out of the way. So you can be pushed back 5 feet or slide or to the side as it moves into where you were.
Going to fall back that way.
Cool. So yeah, it comes forward. That's its speed, which isn't a lot. Then it's going to try and reach out and hit you with a pseudopod.
I have any reactions as a monk. 19 to hit, definitely hits. 12 damage. Unless I have a reaction, I take that. A
Cool.
pseudopod is a melee attack, isn't it?
Yes.
Damn it. Yeah, I take it.
All right. The other one is going to move forward and engulf one of the gnomes who'd sort of stepped forward to hit you or to tell you to lay down your arms. He's going to try and make a saving throw. He's going to be fine, but the pseudopod is sort of a bit of the cube comes out as this tentacle and just tries to grab him and whack him around.
Why didn't I get a roll like that?
Yeah. Well, it's your turn. You can get a roll like that now.
All right, well, I'm going to. Starting off. What is this? Da-da-da-da-da. That's a bonus action, so I'm going to pop that one. Summon those. And... So I've got those now, and then I'm going to psychic attack this motherfucker. 21 to hit.
21 will certainly hit.
And then, why didn't it do damage? Okay, so it's just an unarmored strike. That is 8 damage.
Cool.
Also...
So what does that look like? Describe to me what it looks like when you pump up your arms with the Astral Self.
It takes some invisible... Some unseen force just impacts on the surface of the cube, and you see a shimmer of purple around me. It's like a cloak of purple around my underneath my arms.
You just yell, "Muda, muda, 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 muda!"
And then I'm going to oh no, I can't use that now. Damn it. Bonus action. I just have to end my turn. I can't do anything.
Okay. Don't you get a bonus action attack?
I use my bonus action to...
Oh, to cast. Yeah, gotcha.
Bring out the arms, yeah.
Yep, cool. Yeah, so now you start using your wisdom instead of your dexterity. So it's actually 1 more damage.
Hell yeah.
That could be the thing that turns this fight. As we go to Nesbit's turn, he's sort of hopping around, going like, "This is shit. Oh god, this is shit." And he's gonna sort of disengage and get out of the fray.
Good.
And he runs over and he sees Thorendir and Winfred. And he's like, "Oh, whaley, whaley, whaley. It's gelatinous cubes again, Captain."
My favorite.
Oh, Jesus.
Reynard's not long for the world, you ken. But if you be looking for a new crewmate to step up and become a main character in yon story, be thinking of Nesbit. Be thinking of Nesbit and Ratty.
Oh, yes, I would love that so much.
Absolutely. Let's force Dylan to play Nesbit. Voice and all.
I will just leave the campaign until you get to a point. I don't have.
No, I feel. I don't know, man.
right now.
I feel our certain DM should join his character and play Nesbit. Because he already does him, and he does it anyway.
Nesbit finds like a fucking +5 Vorpal sword. Oh, I wonder how he got that.
He's gonna find a pistol, like a +5
Yes.
pistol.
Just a Glock.
Yes.
When he turns it sideways, it gets +1 to accuracy.
It's a kill shot.
Can we please get an enchanted pistol that does that? I would love that so much.
That use a bonus action to cock it sideways, and then it adds +1 to hitting.
Yeah, or like it's -1 to hitting, but it's like you get advantage on intimidation
Oh, you get
checks.
advantage on intimidation checks. Yeah.
Cool. So one of the deep gnomes has started to see this cube action going about, and he's gonna come at it with the war pick, and just starts kind of hacking into this cube. You can see it going away there. As Pauly, you're kind of like that, yeah. As Pauly, you sort of circle above in a safe-ish holding pattern for now.
See, I fucking told you, you little shitty gnome. And I'm just gonna dive right at the one with the bones in it. With Talon. I really do love the 15 to hit.
Yep.
I'm gonna re-roll my sneak attack, like that D6, one of those D6s.
Okay.
Okay, that is 15 damage, 24. So that is 28 damage.
Boom. This gelatinous cube looks like it's struggling to hold its shape. It's sort of wobbling a lot. Bits of it is leaking out. You've certainly inflicted a bunch of damage.
Then one dagger hit too. 20. Six.
Yeah.
That's good. 34 damage. I'm such a squishy boy too, though. I mean, the second you have like flying creatures attacking us, I'm fucked. Let's
Or
be honest.
archers.
Yeah, correct. I'm gonna fly back up 20 feet as well.
Yeah. Or even worse, I guess, guys with nets, because then you can't fly.
Yeah, good point.
Thorendir.
Good point.
Oh, yeah. Well, this time Thorendir is going to be... and I believe, hold on, let's check the cube radius, 10 feet. Yeah, look, we probably won't need to measure this out, but 10-foot cube, essentially there, that's going to get both of these cannies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's going to lay down a... Shatter, baby.
Cool. What are they going to make?
It is a Constitution saving throw for 14. But I'm just going to roll that now.
Now I'm going to give them disadvantage on this because they're like close to inanimate objects.
Yeah.
No, well, he failed anyway. The juicy gelatinous cube failed.
I should never have said anything.
You really shouldn't have.
No.
Jesus.
Why do you think I started putting spiders in my campaign? You guys said you didn't like them.
No, Aaron said he didn't like him.
Oh, I'm
That's
definitely afraid of them. Both Aaron and I are definitely afraid of spiders.
And me.
That's
I found creature made of inorganic material such as crystal or metal has disadvantage. Yeah, cool. So this one's going to take full damage. The juicy one, and the other one, the glistening gelatinous cube, is going to take half damage. Neither are looking great, but they're still kind of wibble wobbling there, as we.
Whose turn is it next, by the way?
Winfred.
And I pat Winfred on the back and go, sick 'em Rex, and give him Bardic Inspiration as my bonus action.
Winfred.
Right. Yep. I'm gonna sick 'em Rex. I'm gonna if I was gonna make the trip from like here to here, is it a boardwalk? Like, what kind of altitude are we at on this boardwalk? Can I just like jump down and run across it, or do I have to run over the boardwalk?
You can do whatever you like, buddy.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I don't see the cube per feet. The grid. Anyone else see
Okay.
the grid?
No. Well,
it's kinda there,
I'm
though.
gonna.
Yeah, I think I just didn't have the
I can
overlay of it.
I can get within melee range of them, so I'm just gonna move like next to Pauly here.
Yeah, so you leap down and...
Yeah, so I'm gonna move over next to Pauly here. I'm gonna collide with a few tokens on the way there. Hang on a second.
That's cool. So yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
leap down,
move
you land
here.
next to sort of Reynard, with the wooden boards creaking under your bearish weight.
Yeah, and I am going to evoke rage.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna roll for that now. So I'll turn that on. Roll for that. Oh, fuck.
Each creature of your
love this
choice. Yeah.
Yeah. So all enemies. So Pauly, what you see from above is Winfred turning into sort of like Sylvanas' banshee form as he runs across the boardwalk along to these gelatinous cubes, and he jumps down. And as soon as he jumps down, the shadow that was been following him and trailing off spreads across the entire floor, and all of the enemies within 30 feet of me. So I'm going to just measure 30 feet. Hang on.
You got them both in there.
Did I?
Yeah. Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure. They're like
All
right next to
enemies
you.
within 30 feet. Start like decaying a little bit. So the gelatinous cubes will start to like, I don't know how you would decay with acid. So I
They
guess
start
that just
becoming
like
basey.
yeah, they start becoming a bit more basey and like melting, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
So and they all take a D12
Oh yeah, so they
of
got to make
min
con saving
damage.
throws.
Oh, they do. Oh, get fucked.
Which means they just take what, half damage?
They don't take any damage because they succeed. In fact,
Oh.
so whilst you sort of leap forward and you think this would be very effective against organic material, these things are quite, they're inorganic, which is part of the reason why Shatter was so good against them. But there's not a lot of life force so much to draw from them. You do get to gain 1d12 plus your barbarian
do get to
level.
roll. Yeah, I do get to roll a D12 plus 5. So roll me D12. Get fucked. 6 temporary hit points. So, Winfred turns into what you remember as Nightmare Winfred from the Demogorgon fight, and you see him with his hammer turning into sort of like a black, just like a black smoke that has solid form, which I was going to see if I could like fuck around and change the tiles for this, but I can't figure out how to do it. Dan, if you want to change Winfred's tile over to Nightmare Winfred, that'd be dope. But yeah, I am going to, now that I am in melee range, I'm also going to hit them with the said hammer. So
Cool.
I'm going to do that. Going to hit one of them. 26 to hit. For 11 bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
And because I rolled a 19, that activates Wild Fury's special function. It means I get to roll another D12 for damage, isn't it? Is that right?
Probably. Take your word for it.
Okay. But they have to make a DC save for it first.
Okay. Oh, this is the magic thing of your hammer.
This is the magical hammer. So this is for this one here.
Okay. Let me pull it up. Where's the one? Do we write? What is the actual effect? Is it just? I think it just does extra damage on a 19.
A 19 or 20, it triggers the elemental damage according to what is currently active. For Winfred's Barbarian Rage. So
I think you just add on damage now. I think that's fine. Yeah,
is that what you want to do? Okay.
Yeah.
We can
I think it just adds necrotic damage then.
Okay, sure. We can add necrotic damage to it then. Do you want me to just roll a d12 of necrotic damage then?
Yes, please.
Another 11 necrotic damage.
So you smash this thing with the hammer. And sort of bits of it are still kind of standing. It's almost like that moment in Terminator 2 when you've hasta la vista babied the T-1000. And parts of it are starting to reform. But your shadow tendrils like leak out of the hammer through you and just start like burning away the remains of the cube. And then it lies dormant.
No. Fuck yeah. I love this. This is the best.
Cool.
Here it is.
In return, the other cube, though, it's going to try and hit you. Reaches out to that fleshy goodness that is Winfred.
Do I get a secondary attack because I'm a level 5 barbarian, or is that just
the probably.
other... Is that just the... yeah, no, that's okay. I'm just not sure if that was... that applied to me or if just applied to Ymir.
No, all barbarians get second attack.
Thanks, Dylan. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna attack the other gelatinous cube.
Yeah.
And one Warhammer. That is 14 to hit.
Absolutely.
Absolutely hits.
Yep.
Wonderful. Lucky sevens. So that goes 12 bludgeoning damage.
So on the backswing, after your necrotic shadows have burnt away one of the cubes, you kind of lift the hammer up again, swing it back with the backswing, and cleave out a huge chunk of the cube. In return, its pseudopod kind of reaches out and tries to grab hold of your arm holding the hammer for 16 to hit.
It hits.
And that's 13 acid damage.
Okay. Acid damage. So 13 minus 6. Somebody help me. I'm too gay to do math today.
You
Too much
just say
pride?
gay people can't do math.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you just have too much pride parade on the weekend?
Oh no, it's something that Sophie and I have been saying over the past few weeks that I'm too gay to do math. It doesn't mean anything. We just thought it was fucking funny, so we keep saying it. And I realize I'm not within her company, and I said it with the people that don't know. That's my bad. But yeah. So that's my turn.
Okay.
I think I figured out how to change the thing.
The cube tries to step forward and engulf both of you. I need you both to make dexterity saving throws.
Who's it trying to take? Me.
Reynard and Winfred.
Dex save, here we go.
And this gnome here.
I hate my life.
The gnome jumps out of the way. He's fine. Everyone's happy. Winfred?
I don't have authorized access. Am I doing dex saves, am I?
Yeah.
Dex save. Yeah,
You're having no luck right now.
No, I'm absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not.
It enters the creature space and the creature takes 3d6 acid damage. The engulfed creature can't breathe and is restrained. 13 acid damage each, please.
Fuck me dead.
I am dead.
Reynard, on your turn, can you give me a death saving throw, please?
Yeah.
I love this so much.
I'm gonna put a call out there to everyone watching from home. There's actually, I'll see if I can find the article. It's you can submit new crewmates to help the boys. There's some NPCs.
Alternatively, for me to kill.
Yeah. New NPCs for Dylan to murder.
I did say before, I will kill another NPC to go to bed. How wrong I was.
I think I put enough Twitch points toward naming a character. So maybe I'll add a crewmate, but
Do it.
yeah. Name an NPC after me.
Did you give me that death save, Dill?
Oh, yeah. /roll.
So I roll a bit slow this morning.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we got here? The Gregarious Guard. I'm just going to run forward, and they're going to try and spear into this cube. Give you some help. Oh!
Natty 20.
Look at that.
Down.
Look at these guards doing work.
There we are.
Pauly.
I'm gonna dive down and. Oh wait, one of the big one's dead. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go attack the other one then. Dive down. Try and stab him. Does 9 hit?
It does.
Oh my! I love Talon.
Oh, wait, is that a natural one?
Yeah.
That's a natural 1, so that fails. That misses.
Okay. Damn. Alright, well, I'll attack with my dagger. Does the 9 hit?
A 9 hits.
Beautiful.
Why is my tile black?
Does that include
'Cause you're
sneak attack
shadowy.
damage?
Oh,
Does that
I
include
added the. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Does
I'll
that include
say
sneak
later.
attack damage because it's my first attack?
Yeah.
Or not?
Yeah, you get to, yeah, it doesn't have to be on your first attack. It's like whenever you hit, you can choose to add sneak attack damage.
Okay, cool. 17.
How do you want to do this?
Just like stab it and says, I fucking hate gelatinous games.
I will be right back.
Very good. Yeah, I just put tint on your token. I can take the tint.
Oh
off.
yeah, no, I actually tried
Whoops.
changing the picture. Because I can change the picture, the layers of it, and then just remove the layer a little bit later, but it wouldn't let me, said I wouldn't have permission to do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll work something out. We'll work out
Yeah.
like a shadow version you can switch it to. But yeah, you sort of survey the aftermath of your handiwork. The gnomes are kind of looking around. The oozes are sort of puddles now. You see the body of Reynod on the ground. In fact, Thorendir, I guess we're still kind of initiative because Reynod's, dying.
Hey, D-Bat.
I think he said he'd be right back.
Fuck him, just leave him there.
Is he gonna die or should I revive him, guys?
Vote now.
Vote now. He's gonna die, D-Batson. But he is a crew member. Do we like him or yay or nay?
We're saving him. We're saving him. Absolutely.
Alright.
He's a crew member.
Alright, so... Fuck it. As a le bonus action, Thorendir will throw a healing word on him.
Okay, what's the word?
Can't. More that I rolled a 1 on it, so he gets 4 back. And then if you...
Why do I find that so funny?
What? Can't.
Just like old mate lying on the ground, and you walk over and you just take it you just like let out a deep breath, and you're just like, can't.
Yeah, it heals him, man. We established this like first session. Nah, and then
Christ.
I know. I whip out Jeffrey as my main action. I whip out crossbow and just shoot a gelatinous cube. Are they
They're
dead?
both dead.
Oh, they're both dead. Ah, okay.
Cool.
And I shoot a dead body of the gelatinous cube anyway, just to fucking show my own business.
Yeah. Double tap, just to be sure.
Double tap. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Reynod sort of comes awake on the ground, covered in ooze, still somewhat,
Just the
juicy.
juiciest ooze.
He's just glistening.
Ugh.
He's just spent some time basting.
From that one.
Basting?
Just marinating, you do see on the ground, among the sort of bones of the goblin the gnome you failed to save.
Sucks to be him.
12 gold pieces. And his pickaxe, which is now like pocked with sort of acid burn.
Mm-hmm.
The sort of the things that weren't organic, so like the leathers and the skin and all that are gone.
Is there anything juicy in there?
Gold's pretty juicy, I guess. I don't know. Gold is the one true metal. It doesn't get cubed. You know what I mean?
Can I grab the gold or grab all the precious metals inside of it?
Are you just like walking up and grabbing it? Like, how are you doing it?
Yeah, basically, I want to look through it, like I want to like kick the pools of slime, and just like hope to find something I want, wade through it.
Yeah. So as you're doing that, there's like a couple of gnomes on the edge of like where the cube fell apart, who were kind of just like wailing at they lost their friend. Topaz Topper. They're like, Topaz Topper was my dear friend. He was a day away from retirement.
Can I kick his corpse out of the way? Can there be a piece of gold underneath it, like underneath the corpse?
Yeah. They're like, you did this, and like they spring to their feet. They spring to their feet and sort of pull their weapons on you. Their sort of picks and their spears, yelling at you in Undercommon, like, you did this to Topaz Topper, murderer.
In
Are they considered?
Right? Okay,
are they
perfect.
considered enemies now?
Can I pick up the gold that I grabbed, and then just flick one of the coins at the guy that I bought the food off, and go, there you go, that should pay for it. And
It bounces off his stunned face.
And then I'll say, Donde esta biblioteca?
They move forward they move forward and they're about to attack you.
Before they do that, Reynard's going to slowly get to his feet and try to reiterate that it was not us, it was the Ooze. Otherwise, how the fuck would I have fallen unconscious?
Okay. Give me a
Because
persuasion.
no one was attacking me.
Give me a persuasion check here. It is going to be a disadvantage just because Pauly's acting like such a dick.
Yeah, sounds about right. I rolled that blind.
That would have been very good though.
Yeah,
would have been had it not been for the disadvantage. Let's reveal that to everyone.
I held there you go.
It would have been a critical hit. But
Damn, that sucks.
So like what you're saying is, they're like, oh, okay, like I guess maybe the surface dwellers didn't bring the users here. And then Pauly's just like flicked a coin at them. It's like smacked a guy in the face.
How many coins did I get, by the way?
12.
Thank you. So 11 or 12?
You have 11 now, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Perfect. Just wanted to check.
So are they considered to be enemies now?
They seem to be sort of moving forward.
Okay. Because I want to take my nightmare form and like Ghost Rider.
Oh yeah, you look scary as fuck too.
D12 of damage. I want to show you the picture that I wanted to change my thing to, because it actually looks fucking cool. But that is currently what Winfred looks like. I just put it in the Discord discussion chat.
Okay.
That's sick.
So like if they're walking towards us with weapons drawn, I want to like Ghost Rider burn their eyes out for a D12 of damage each.
Okay. Well, first it is going to be Thorendir's turn, but then I'm going to get to you, and you can.
Sure.
Hopefully, cooler heads prevail.
This is Nightmare Winfred. He is no cool head.
Are we still in like initiative stuff or like?
Yeah. I guess you gave that healing word, so you're kind of over there too, right?
No. I think healing words come down at like 60 feet, bro.
Okay. I thought you like leant down and whispered sweet nothings in his ear.
Nah, I looked at him from a distance and like, can't.
Very good.
Like, no one's been dying yet on our crew. Like, come on.
So the Gnome Guard in front of you, you can see he's got sort of like a captain's insignia on his shoulder, or what appears to be. He's a big lad in these parts. He says, Lord Dwarf, we have this under control. The surface dwellers have summoned oozes and cubes to harass us here in the Underdark.
Excuse me, my boy. Let me stop you just there. Now, these lads look like they have the mental capacity to shape a cube. Now, this is an intelligent object we're talking about that's made up of a complex amount of squares, my boy. Do they look smart enough to know what a cube is?
And while like he's saying that, can I just bonk Winfred on bonk Winfred and myself on the head with like a rusted shield and just go
Yeah. He says
the noise of my hollow bones compared to his thick bones.
Thick shadow, but when you hit him, there's like a bonk, but then like a weird silence, like the shadows consume the sound. Whereas yours get this like hollow ring, and his is tolling silences. And it's not just the silence of the bonk. Like every time you hit him, like everything goes silent for like a second, and then like the sound bleeds back in.
Can I just go? And then I just go, ma! Trying to get the tone right. Ma, ma, ma.
All right, Thorendir. Give me a persuasion check.
Come on, that has to be with an advantage.
Sure. All right.
Won't need it, man. It is a 27.
Failed. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck all that.
No, just kidding. So the guy's like, I suppose you would know best. You are your people are more enlightened than ours. He says, like with a bit of disgust, like being enlightened's not a good thing. He says these creatures, semi-intelligent beings that you've brought down here, they listen to you?
Well, of course, my dear. I'm their friend, their trusted, lovable Grimsbane. Thorendir's the name. Did I introduce myself before that? Surely, what's your name there, strapping young lad such as you?
He sort of stands sort of a bit straighter up and says, my name is Mev Flintnapper.
Well then, Ment. Live Napper. Strong name. Bet your ancestors are proud. Look at you doing your town a service. I've always wanted to do duty and enlist in a public guard, but I was meant for other things. It's a deep honor, and you give your ancestors much, much warmth in their eternal rest. Now, what do you say us adventurers are going? Have a little good of sorts and do what we're here to do. We're not here bothering anyone. We're here saving people from cubes, obviously. What are you doing with these cubes down here? People can get injured.
He says, I'm sorry, we thought perhaps these surface dwellers were the cause, as we have been dealing with all manner of problems in the city of late. The cubes and oozes are just one of them. One of the many things that are vexing our attempts to retake this city.
Retake the city? Now that's a noble quest, lad. Is there anything us surface dwellers, I know, are strange, weird people to you, but we can come mighty fine in a scrap or two, I say. Anything we can help you out there, my boy.
He says, well, if you can perhaps find where these ooze incursions are coming from, because they're becoming more and more frequent. It seems as the oozes are trying to make their way to the northeast section of the city.
The old find the ooze quest, is it? Ha ha! A tale as old as time. And one, don't you understand, is not going to be thwarted by us. We have 3 other so-called of your ancestors to put to rest in this town as well. Do you know, have you heard anything similar of sorts? Could it be connected? Could it be one?
Well, we know that the oozes when we retook the town and sort of in the before times when we lost the city to the Drow, it was a dark time, and there are tales of gnomes who didn't go goodly into that cold night. They still scream and haunt the streets occasionally, but most of those areas of the town are abandoned. There's no warmth or joy there, only darkness and signs of carnage.
Well, it seems to me I could put that on hold. Those spirits ain't going anywhere too soon if they've already been lasted this long. Where these oozes are putting real danger to the people. I, for one, must go and investigate and see what's calling this foul evil upon these lands. Pauly!
One more bonk in my head. Yeah?
Quit having fun there by yourself. It seems you're going on a little quest of find the ooze.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna bring out the rest of the snack that I got, and then I'm gonna flick another coin into the guy's head. This time though, it's just a tip, so it's only gonna be 1 silver.
Okay.
And Thorendir touches the guard on the shoulder and goes, "And I know his customs may seem odd, but I assure you that is high honor and a custom he does amongst his people." And then he gives out a copper and flicks the guard in the head with it.
He stands there sort of it just blinks as it hits him and clatters onto the ground.
Right, and then I'm gonna flick a copper at this guard's head too. He's like, "You're doing a good job there."
We say I don't have the money to be wasting it like this, but it's way too funny.
Obviously, yeah. Thanks for the help, and then flick a coin at his face.
And then Thorendir flicks a copper at Pauly, and then I think we start just throwing the same coin at each other for a couple minutes.
Yes, we are doing it. We are definitely doing
All right,
it.
look, I'll say we lost 10 copper. All right, we lost 10 copper. We got a bit out of hand.
Money fight! Money fight!
What, 5 copper each then?
Nah, I took it out of the chest. Don't worry.
Okay. Good.
So that was Ymir's share. We get to keep because he's dead.
He's technically not dead, and he's gonna kill you now.
Undead.
He's gonna kill you now.
I'll make a note of that on Ymir's character sheet. Go after Thorendir.
No, kill Thorendir
No,
last.
would it be funny? Wait, no, it's like fucking Gigachad or whatever, Vendomchad.
Yeah.
Vendomchad just how he also has a mental note. Using my money, I see.
Yeah. I was next of kin.
Yeah.
Terribly sorry.
That's why I pay on a venture completed, not on the start. It's a clause in the contract you signed on Adventure 2.
Very good.
All right.
All right, lads. Let's get this ooze.
So you sort of find yourself standing in the city square. Oops. Or in the Trader's Grotto, if you remember. Oh, it moves you very slowly. Yeah, this cavern is kind of the central market. There's all manner of fungi growing in this sort of moist, juicy area. Or at least there was once fungi growing. It seems that some kind of wayward spell perhaps turned them to stone centuries ago. So what looks like sort of carved stone pillars or statues of mushrooms and fungi are actually, you get a bit closer and you realize they are actually growing out of the ground. Like it's not a carved statue. At some point, these mushrooms turn to stone. And it takes a little while, maybe sort of, 15, 20 minutes of, people mourning their dear friend who they lost before, trade starts to slowly come back again. There are still sort of ooze stains slick on the ground of where these cubes arrived. And of course, cracks and holes for those lost coppers to get lost in.
So you said sorry, Aaron, you said the mushrooms turned to stone?
Mm-hmm.
Winfred's going to go and inspect the mushrooms and try talking to them. Hello? Are you alive? Poke, poke, poke.
Yeah, it's sort of like a clack, clack, clack of your claw on stone. As you get closer, though, you can kind of feel, or maybe even hear, sort of the distant sounds of battle. Almost as if it's coming from within the stone mushroom itself.
Okay. I put my ear up against the mushroom and I look over to the boys and I say, "Oh, I can hear the ocean." I think. Wait, does the ocean have swords and screaming?
Yes.
I mean, and then I'm just gonna stay there for a few minutes while you guys do your thing. I'm just gonna listen to this mushroom talk.
Thorendir goes to the Reynard. I keep seeing the word Reynard and think of the Reynard man from Deltura Quest, but he goes and gets
you throw a handful of copper at him quickly. How many, Reynard man?
how many? No, goes and grabs a handful of the gelatinous slime, and as looking at Winfred talking to himself while tapping a rock of a mushroom, gonna have to deal with this later, but now we got shit to do. And it goes to Winfred, my lad. They're sleeping. They come to life later, and you can have a chat, okay? I promise you this. But right now, can you smell this ooze and see if we can find any more? Is there any more stench coming of this throughout this labyrinth?
Oh dear, I am a bear, not a bloodhound. I cannot just smell things and.
Oh,
and then
you've
I'm
been
going-
doing
then I'm-
schnoz rolls.
and then he's gonna hold it up to my nose, and I'm gonna make a schnoz roll to see if I can do that mid sentence.
I'm not a blood.
I'm gonna roll a 10. Is a 10 good enough or not?
It's not great. It's not
Okay.
great. You can smell.
Do I have any general? Do I have any
you still-
general direction?
You still have bardic inspiration, don't you?
Oh, I do have bardic inspiration. I'm gonna burn my bit inspiration so I can
Sure.
use
Because
that
it only
snowball
lasts.
again.
It doesn't last that long. So.
Well, no, I'll allow it because you kind of forgotten it.
21.
That's not how you burn bardic inspiration. Bardic inspiration is a plus d6.
Oh.
Mine's D8.
Oh, hey now, it's not a competition.
Okay. I'm gonna use that d6 then.
It's not a contest because if it was, it would be no contest.
Roll a D8. Yeah. D8.
Am I rolling a d6 or a d8?
D8.
For fuck's sake.
Jesus.
There we
go. You take
The
one
worst
day off.
The
You take
worst
one day off
fucking
from D&D.
possible scenario. I could have just held out with a 6, but you're like, no, roll a d8. So now I'm stuck with 13.
I remember that next time I give out inspirations and your fucking need to fucking make big damages.
fuck
I'm going to
off.
be like, oh, okay, then you could roll a D6.
There's a 13. At least give me a general direction of where these oozes are.
I think it does if you can describe to me the fun way in which Winfred is snuffling about.
So, basically what I was going to say is, Thorendir, I am a bear, not a bloodhound. I cannot possibly just it's that way.
Yeah, nose to the ground. Winfred starts like making his way around.
Fucking Winfred just goes like nose down, ass up, and just like follows the trail like Yogi Bear.
Back
Yeah.
in 2 seconds, please.
The trail kind of leads in two directions, mostly to stage right here, which is for some reason I think this map is actually sideways, which I didn't realize. So like north is to the right. Yeah.
Okay.
So like to the north is kind of where this smell is coming from, and you sort of your nose leads you to sort of the crack between the door and the floor of this big door that's in front of you.
Can I try and open the door?
Sure.
Do I need to use like a strength roll or something? Or
Well, you just put your shoulder into it, and you just like
yeah,
it doesn't move.
it doesn't move.
No.
Okay. Try the other shoulder. No. I turned around to Thorendir and I was like, it seems like it's coming from the other side of this door, but the door is dunk shut. So we got to get this thing open. And
Pauly, my lad.
Yes.
Would you like to use some of that special skill you have of getting in places where you should stay the fuck out of? Except this one time, get us in, yeah, lad.
Sure. Give me 1 second, boys. I'm just back away from the computer.
He's taking a second. He's a bit shy when he's breaking into things, yeah.
Okay, we don't look at him while he's doing his thing.
I'm
Yeah.
coming.
Performance
Do you
issues.
need my crowbar? I'll just break the door down with it.
No, you don't need a crowbar. You need some time and patience and just like a little bit of warmth. If it's too
I'm
cold, his
back
tools
alright,
won't
Jake.
work.
Back across.
It's like in Mystery Men where he can't do it unless he's naked and no one's watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Pauly, get naked.
Yeah, no. I need to be naked and have everyone watching.
Naked and everybody.
Winfred gets naked.
It has to be naked except still wearing the pirate hat, because we all know
Yeah.
what it's covering.
Happy birthday, Mr. Smithers.
17.
Wait, hold on. He's a bird, isn't he? Like naked anyway, because he's got feathers and shit.
Nah,
I
I
like
got
to
clothes on.
I like to think he's wearing sort of a leather vest and like maybe even a bandolier, but it's like it's open.
Yeah,
It's
but
got
it's
that deep V.
yeah.
Like he's got that deep V going on the chest.
I like to think that he's like wearing like a big like kind of like admiral's like leather
Yeah.
trench coat.
Yeah,
With,
but
like,
like I
big-
feel
with,
it's
with
the
like
same.
epaulets and like double-breasted, jacket. Like
Yeah,
the
but I
lapels are
feel it's the
fucking
same as like if Winfred and you were naked, it wouldn't be weird because you're animals, but you just have clothing on for like armor and shit.
essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you in Facebook because I can't change Discord because it'll fuck with the stream. A picture of what I imagine Pauly's outfit looks like. If this will load up. Come on, there you go. In fact, actually, you might meet this character eventually if we ever make it to Waterdeep.
I've just started a campaign there.
Where is this photo?
In the Facebook chat.
Yeah, that's
In the-
Pauly if we pluck out all his feathers.
Yeah,
In the witch
basically,
chat?
if I ever get turned to a human.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so you've come up on this door.
That's full regalia too.
That's business attire.
Yeah.
Business casual.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've
Come
seen
sit at the
Timmy in that
captain's
exact
table.
outfit.
Ooh.
Timmy wishes he had a hat that big.
Yeah,
Oh,
Timmy,
actually,
could you cosplay that for your birthday?
Yeah, please do.
Give me the hat and you got a deal. I've got the harnesses. So,
Give me. So you got the thieves' tools, yeah. So you
sorry, yeah.
you make your way over to the sort of the side of this trader's grotto where it's a little bit quieter. The sort of the sound of water and whatnot. And you're able to open up that door, and make your way through. The sort of big door, you're able to shift it aside just enough, similar to the door you failed to unlock earlier with Reynard. This one comes open under your deft touch. And you head on into what is sort of a large cavern with a rocky sphere at its center. The sphere is sort of like up above the ground. It's where is this? The sphere looks to be about 150 feet in diameter, elevated 10 feet off the ground. With you can see like some ramps kind of heading up to these big doors there. These stone ramps climb 30 feet to these kind of small doorways in the sides of the sphere. And do you want to each give me a perception check, please?
Is this a visual perception check?
Yours can be schnoz related if you like.
Schnoz related.
19.
14.
I got a 15.
Okay.
I got a 14.
Pauly, you notice that above each of the doorways, there's sort of this green ooze, sort of almost like hanging out above the doorway, like almost like threatening to drop. It's sort of, like a drop of water that's just from the tap. That's just like, it's going to drop any second now, but it's not.
Joke's on you, ooze spiders. Fuck.
Oh,
Juicy,
mate, don't
juicy.
give him any ideas.
Can you
Juicy
stop
ooze
reading my
spiders.
campaign notes?
Juicy ooze spiders.
Oh, God.
All right. Well, we better. I'll tell the crew about that and just tell them to be wary. But I reckon we should go up there.
Well, I'll follow you there, Pauly. Though I'm definitely going to be standing beside Winfred, cowering in case that ooze falls down.
Winfred needs to actually rest, maybe.
Winfred does need to rest.
Maybe we should go find a tavern before this.
Where's your spot of adventure, Pauly?
The new plan
We haven't
is to
really
go
slept.
find a pub
We
and
haven't
have
really
a quiet
slept.
pint.
Yeah, we haven't
Wait
really
for it
slept
all
in
to
days.
It
we
hasn't
really
even
haven't.
been a full day since our last sleep.
Mm.
Okay, look. Bird time is different. We like to nap.
Well, we could have a little short rest here, cook up a couple of rations, and maybe use some hit dice.
I reckon that sounds good.
And I will play us a song to make it even better, so we can use something extra. Hold on. Let me go to my things that I do. What are they called? Spells?
Well, let's do it. Let's do it the other side of this door.
Yeah, you're going to do it on the inside or the outside of the door?
outside of the door.
All right.
All right. So you head back into the Trader's Grotto, closing the door behind you, perhaps not, completely.
Yeah, no.
Kind of settle down. You got some rat on a stick from one of the local vendors.
Yeah, I whip out the mighty Dalsama and start tinkling it away and, play the Song of Rest, which any friendly creatures who could hear my performance regain hit points at the end of a short rest by spending one or more hit dice. And if you spend a hit dice, you gain an extra d6 on hit points.
Excellent.
All right, I'm popping my short rest.
So you want to roll that d6 just once for everyone?
Yeah. Okay. I don't need it because I'm already at full health, so I don't need to spend any. We'll do Pauly. This is yours.
I'll just roll it once for the team because it's your performance effectively it's
okay.
adding to. Yeah.
Ha! 2.
Do you get to add your charisma or anything, or?
Just says 1d6 to their hit dice that they roll.
Well, I mean, 2's not nothing.
It's not. No, it's free. Like it's free. It's
Yeah.
free 2 health. Like
It shouldn't be free though. You know, like kings pay for that kind of song.
it's true. Like you should be giving me coins here, people. Like while I'm performing to
What's
anyone.
going on with Reynard?
Is rolling hit dice.
I'm rolling my hit dice.
Oh,
Because I'm in
Because I was
we're
on
in
4 HP.
the trading square. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Does anybody? I clearly have a hat on the ground. Does anybody hear my song and give me coins?
Give me a performance check.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
I'll dance. I'll dance with you. I'll be like, you know how like, you know, usually like perform
About a
like,
19.
like a monkey.
Mm-hmm.
A monkey.
Because Pauly's assisting you, I will give you advantage.
Oh shit.
So we're doing a short rest then.
19.
I guess.
Anyway.
Yeah, correct. You're doing a short rest while Thorendir plays songs. Pauly tries to do a bit of a jig. I mean, at first,
You've
one
gotta
of
be
the
fucking
deep
kidding me.
gnomes just throws a copper piece at your head, and it just
Roll
like
the money die.
it hits your forehead and kind of falls into your beard. And then eventually,
Number 1.
a couple more coins get thrown at you, most of them hitting and landing in your beard and just kind of like staying in there. And then they kind of, as you play and like move the head around, you know, singing and making noise, the light is glinting off these metal coins in your beard, like casting almost like laser light show, sparkling in the deep underdark. Pauly, what kind of dance is the Aaraockra dance? Like, is it like I imagine it's? Oh, sorry, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I'm doing like a knee slap thing, you know, like you know, but like moving my hands a lot, you know, and then just like slapping my knees every now and then, and then like have my wings kind of flap around a lot too. So there's just like a lot of flurry of like it's supposed to be like kind of dizzying, you know what I mean, to watch, like it's a blur of colors.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I imagine it's almost like belly dancer-esque too, right? Like you whip the wings out and like shake them, and because it's all
That's
the
for,
different...
that's for the lady Aaraockrans. The men like to show their strong knees.
Oh, okay.
Mighty knees.
lots of
Hollow.
Slav squats, kicking the legs out.
The
Yeah.
sexiest thing I find about a man is his knees.
The hollow knees.
Yes.
Did you only have 1 hit dice there, Jacob? Did you only roll 1 hit dice?
Yeah.
You can roll as many as you would like.
Roll
Oh.
1, 2.
You have more than 1 hit dice.
Yeah, I
you
know.
should
I've
have
got
4.
4
You have
available.
5 total.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
That puts me back up to full health.
And you get a
I'll
plus
roll
2 at the
another one.
end.
You get a
thanks.
+2.
Temporary.
Okay. Well,
No, I'm
I've
talking
got-
normal.
2,
Okay, no,
4,
yeah, okay, I'm
6,
talking
8.
now.
I got 8 hit points back.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Let me roll some. Let me see. Let me find my tables.
How many coins did you get thrown in my beard?
Yeah. Let's figure
Oh,
it
you're
out.
doing that now. Cool. I thought you were seeing if we were getting attacked by teleporting spiders. I don't know. Man.
It's still, phase. Slime
Phase
spiders.
warping, phase slime spiders. They don't actually they phase through things, but it's gelatinous, so it's like.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh man, exotic fungi table. Important madness table. Ooze. Oh, there is an ooze table. Hello. Ho, 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 ho. Scavenged possessions. A gold coin, a living spider the size of a tarantula.
Ew, gross.
No, thank you.
Russ- Yeah.
Thorendir would scream and grab onto Winfred.
Yeah, they throw a spider at you. That's like high currency here. Alright, this doesn't have what I want.
No. Next minute we go to a place. Well, all our money is spiders.
Yeah, you go to the spider plane. You get, I think you probably get like 4 gold and 3
Always
silver.
ominous when you privately roll dice.
Yeah.
Ooh. Getting scared now.
Especially when he says nothing at all, too.
Yeah. And then you wake up and it was all a dream and you're in a giant spider's web. Ah!
And you look down, and you have 8 legs. Oh no, you've
Hey,
become the
let's be
thing you
honest,
feared the
that'd be
most.
the most fucking fantastic start to a campaign.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be like,
no.
I like your imagination there, but I like sleeping, so
Yeah.
I'm going
I
home.
really like your imagination, but I quit this campaign immediately.
Yeah.
Session 0, I'm out.
Here, look, I'll tear up the character sheet myself. Here you go.
I'll set fire to it
I'll burn it.
and then piss on the ashes.
All right.
Nope.
So, do you go back beyond the door, beyond the wall, to the north?
Sophie's just texted me saying, I've made myself a rainbow, and now she sent me a photo. Oh god, she's got rainbow hair. We're at that stage of the mental breakdown.
That's good. This is
I'm
what
not
happens
far
when.
off it, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next week, catch me with rainbow hair.
I know, I still miss the pink hair. I didn't get to see that in person. I was upset.
Maybe I'll dye it pink again.
Yeah, baby.
Pink
All right.
bowl cut. Let's go.
So, as you head
And I'm
back
sure
beyond the
it'll
door,
No,
just
just do the tip. This is tip.
All the way around?
sides, hot pink. Yeah,
I'll
hot
turn
pink.
myself
dude,
into a
that'll see.
destructo disc.
Yeah, bro.
or a Beyblade.
I'm thinking about going silver again.
So, let's get
I
back on
actually
track.
like
Do you want to
silver
take?
hair on dudes, man.
Do you want to take a quick
Definitely.
5-10
Yeah,
minute
so
break
hair.
to
I
perk yourself up?
I want to do it one day. All right. So are we going to go in now, boys?
I'm saying we're gonna go in.
Dan's doing stuff, I think. He's doing
Oh,
it,
I was actually talking that whole time, and I don't know why you couldn't hear me. I must have clicked something off.
Good.
I was like,
we were getting nervous because you weren't talking.
no, I was like, all right, guys, can we get back on track now? Like, do you guys want to have a 5-10 minute break? Because you guys seem really distracted. Why don't you want to get back on track? Why is no one listening to me?
Legit, you were muted. We're like, what the fuck? Man.
I was looking at my OBS levels, and they were on. So I was obviously just Muted in Discord. My bad.
So
Sorry.
funny. Okay, let's get back
So
to it.
how many coins did I get?
Yeah. So you got 4 gold coins and 3 copper coins in your beard. None made it into the
The hat.
into the hat.
At least they're respecting our customs.
I give Pauly the 3 coppers and go save him for that guard we see next time. Yeah.
Oh, I will. I'm gonna do like American stripper like stuff. Like I'm just gonna make it rain coppers on him.
Gets a
Literally
concussion.
by flying up and just dropping them from above.
Yeah.
I just had this image in my head of everybody just flicking coppers at Thorendir's forehead because he was doing it to the other guy before.
Yeah.
Hold on.
spirit
I got a metagame question. Is dropping copper from the sky counted as an action?
Probably not.
So Pauly, I can turn you invisible and you can make it rain copper on people.
Yeah, but I want him to know it was me.
You wanted to know it was you.
Admittedly, if you go high enough up, those coppers would actually do damage as well.
Yeah. How
You
hard does
could
the
kill
copper?
people.
Yeah. How hard does the copper need to be to reach terminal velocity?
Empire State Building probably is one of those things where you're not allowed to throw coins over the edge, right? Because it can
Yeah.
hurt people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So in this look, let's table that for another time, perhaps. Maybe we can do the maths offline. I don't think that makes for great playing or watching. As you head through the door, back onto the other side, the walls of this great cavern, even the cavern itself, are covered in slime, dripping, sickening, juicy green slime.
I hate it.
Echoes of dripping water also fill the cave. In the center of which is a large spherical structure held off the floor by stone pillars. Around these pillars crawl dozens of living oozes, heaving forward while reaching out with grasping pseudopods. The spear's surface, like the cave walls, is covered with slime, and black slime swirls with yellow and grey slime in a disgusting soup. The unearthly patterns in the movements of the slime, straining your eyes and tugging at your mind.
Well, lads, we talked about finding the ooze. I think we
You
found
said
a lot of
dozens- You said
ooze.
dozens, didn't you?
Dozens around each pillar.
Ooze is not cubes, right?
Correct.
Well, we're getting the
Right.
fuck out of here.
And Reynold's gonna backflip back out the door. Fuck that. You're on your own.
We're gonna need to get like the guards to come with us. If they want to get rid of this, it can't just be us.
A disembodied
Reynold.
voice fills
Oh,
the
God.
cave.
Oh no.
What's
Yeah.
this? What's
I hate
this?
disembodied voices.
Visitors? Now? Not yet. We're not ready. Go away, pests. I will call upon thee and all of Blingdenstone to announce our glad tidings of the faceless lord to come at
Don't
the
have to tell
proper
me twice.
time.
I just start
Be
walking.
gone.
Okay.
Be gone! You didn't even hear my name. The name's Thorendir Grimsbane. Have you not heard of the Grimsbanes? I might know a sentient ooze when I hear one, but come on, we're pretty big deals. And who's this faceless lord you speak of? Could I perhaps entice you with a...
Can I make a strength check to just pick up Thorendir and start walking out the door?
Oh yeah, it
Please?
wouldn't be hard, bro. I'm not that heavy. So.
Even I could do it.
I'll allow. I mean, I don't think is
No,
Thorendir
wait.
even resisting? I don't think like you'd need to make a strength check if he's not resisting. I think he's just
No, I'm-
standing there like finger
yeah.
in the air, yelling while he's being dragged out.
There you go, natural point.
Excuse me, good sir.
Literally picked up by the scruff of his neck, just like,
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah,
literally
bear
while I'm
cub
saying
style.
that speech, yeah, like
Yeah,
literally while I'm
pretty
doing that speech, you're just walking out with me.
Yeah,
I'm not even
pretty much.
noticing.
I'm
Like,
yep, don't have to tell me twice. Picks up
and the
Thorendir.
Grimsbane's
Yeah,
name,
that's not ever
famous
again.
and Lord.
Yeah.
You may have heard of us.
But
Constantly talking.
I wouldn't mind finding the answer to that faceless one thing though.
No, we're not doing this.
Did
We
they
will
do any
try.
response as we were walking out to my question of who's the faceless one is? Because I assume it's in our heads we're getting spoken to and not.
No, it is. It's like a
Oh,
sound
vocal.
coming. It's almost like the ooze itself on the walls and around the sphere, a vibrating sound, like projecting the sound. You do hear as you're being dragged out. This dwarf lord comes to bend the knee to the Pudding King.
Oh, fuck this.
Oh, my knees only go down. to
Children,
my lady.
my dear children,
Nope.
a dwarf lord of great renown comes to pledge fealty to the Pudding King. As you're like dragged out the door,
Yeah,
and then you close
yeah.
the door.
Well, oh, how did I get outside? I was talking to the ooze.
We are not dealing with no Pudding King whilst we're all injured and tired and not prepared for a fight
Kind of hungover.
Didn't,
and kind of hungover.
didn't we all do a
hungover.
short rest? I'm pretty sure we're all on full health except for you, Winfred.
I'm not, but I'm close enough.
Right, okay. Well then, what the hell do you say we go see the town spire and tell him there's a Pudding King coming to kill everybody?
I'd say that's a much better plan.
Well, now,
I'd
Pauly,
say that's a much better plan.
okay, now, where the hell was this town guard that we spoke to before when we dealt with the cube?
Yeah, let's go. Let's try to go find him.
Okie dokie.
You make your way back through the town. Eventually, sort of a guard comes running up and says, "You're the outsiders. You're to report to the Digametok Hall immediately."
Alright, can I immediately throw like 10 copper at his head?
Yeah.
Tunk, tunk, tunk.
It clatters on the ground, and he kind of blinks and looks at you and says, "I will take that as a surface's way of communicating that yes, please follow me this way."
You guys are dumb as fuck.
And yeah, I guess we follow onwards. But
Yeah.
I go, "Service dwellers, the name's Thorendir Grimsbane, my dear lad. Have you not heard of me?" And proceed to tell the Grimsbane story.
Yeah.
By the way, I have 1,092 copper. I can do this all day.
I'm just trying to find I'm just trying to find my notes of like where everything is.
That's when Dan goes, "You want to repair the ship? That's going to be 1,058 copper."
Yeah.
No.
I knew it.
My hubris ruined me.
So you're all led through the city, sort of at a guarded pace. You get taken past the Ruby in the Rough, which you, Winfred, and Thorendir remember. In this one, Reynaud and Pauly, you see it for the first time. It's sort of this temple of gem made out of gems, kind of strutting out of the ground, and you're led past this area and even further deep into the tunnels. You start walking past what's this? 12. What appear to be kind of residential, smaller caves. So a network of caves, and you can kind of see small hovels. Some of them, or none of them have doors. A lot of them have sort of like a cloth or some sort of curtain, blocking sight in. But you can see like small lamps or small glowing lights behind there. And again, you're led kind of deeper and deeper in. Eventually, you're brought to a well-lit cavern that has sort of 24 or so Zifneblin occupying it. Some moving briskly with messenger pouches in hand, while others sort of huddle around several stone tables covered in maps and other papers, talking in hushed, serious tones. You're sort of led inside, and the back of the room is dominated by a dais carved from the rock of the cavern, atop which rest 2 stone desks facing each other. 2 deep gnomes, one male, one female, sit behind the desks, conferring with advisors and each other. They turn their attention to you as you're led inside.
Hello.
One of them says, I am... Oh, sorry, need my notes here. Here we go. I am Chief Dorbo Digamatok, the leader of the mining expedition. And the female gnome says, I am Seni Digamatok, leader of the settlers. Welcome to Blingdenstone. We extend our hospitality and safe haven to you, on the condition that you cause no more trouble in our community.
I'm gonna
Trouble.
I'm gonna fling 5 copper at both of their heads.
And you do that, and like before the copper even like hits, the guards have kind of stepped forward and like taken the hits, and the chief Digamatok says, I see. Perhaps a 10-day in the dungeon shall encourage him.
What? How dare you insult us? That is our custom. Upon us meeting anyone of important status as a greeting, we flick our currency. And say, anyone of more importance, we normally flick 1 coin apiece upon a new greeting of a person. And he flicks 10 upon you, casting our grace. And you want to
Reynard-
shove him in the dungeons.
Reynard
Shame
You
on
are-
you. And
you're not on
shame
the
on your
s-
village.
You're not on the surface here anymore, Lord Dwarf. We ask that you
Reynard-
respect our customs in the Underdark, as
Reynard's
they are
gonna-
forged over years and millennia to keep us safe in the dark place.
Well, speaking of safeness in the dark place, the Pudding Lord is coming, and he has a vast army of Ooze, and you stay up in your palace, baltasading like lords, when you should be on the front lines defending your people. Yeah, fucking how do you like that, Cap?
They say the Pudding Lord.
The Pudding Lord, the
Pudding
one
King, Pudding
troubling
King,
behind
Pudding
all the Ooze, coming and attacking your people. We merely even spent an hour before we were thrust upon an Ooze attack, and we were investigated by your guardsmen who asked us to look into that, and we found the cause. Who is the Pudding Lord?
The chief kind of steps away from around his desk and says, "You have found the cause of these growing number of Ooze attacks in Blingdenstone?"
Indeed, and they are, I believe, a great threat. They're going to ask the entire population, nay, the whole city, to bend the knee to the Pudding Lord if we do not stop them, because I fear their time of attack is almost upon us.
And what information do you have, noble dwarf? Where is this threat, and can you handle it?
Can we handle it? Defend a whole town? We're but merely 4 sailors sailing our way through the Underdark, and we've only had nothing but dishostility coming into this town. And what makes you think we would risk our lives defending the legions of Ooze fighting for the Pudding Lord when you were going to throw us in the dungeons? It's a give and take relationship. We only want to do good and get our ship repaired, and I assume you don't want your town to suffer.
You're right. It is a give and take relationship, and you say you're here to repair your ship and then leave for distant shores. We cannot hold you to some sort of quest of destruction of oozes and pudding lords. My mistake. I apologize. I thought you were heroes.
We are indeed heroes. But heroes of what? Heroes of nothing? Come on. We need a little bit more of that. You say you got a whole town's guard that ain't going to assist us on killing the fiends of the Pudding Lord.
Reynard puts his hand up and says, "I'm no hero. I'm just with these lot. I don't really care either way."
Winfred stands there and he's just like, "Oh, now I want pudding."
Give me a persuasion check, Thorendir. Tell us your tale, Master Dwarf. What has you so deep in the Underdark, and with such colourful, varied, diversity hire companions?
Well, you see, it was merely a quest for a doof in the bush. But when my cousins were attacked, we went on a dangerous quest to the Underdark to find the assailants who came and attacked our kin from below. And then 'twas a mighty tale of deceit, fun, laughter, and, well, failure.
Don't
And
forget the
krakens.
dragons.
And pacts with dragons and lost lads. And you see, we eventually started sailing down this way on merely a whim, investigating and having fun. And we lost a dear party member, and still has a heavy heart that we do not want to be struck with grievances again for not just a righteous cause. But I believe the Pudding Lord is a grave threat to all inhabitants down here in the Underdark, and we should do something. But, as you said that I said, give and take. We need to trust each other and be friends if we are to, cleanse this land of the Pudding Lord.
Chief Dorbo and Quartermaster Seni sort of look at each other. They go off a bit and have a bit of a hushed conversation. And say, Dorbo kind of grimly thanks you. He says, look, I appreciate you bringing us this intelligence. We are dealing with many things as we try to retake this city. And your trials are not without merit. The story you tell shows us that you are fine folk. But I must admit to you, Master Dwarf, that we are a people divided right now. We don't have an army or a united front to attack a Pudding Lord or an army of oozes. But perhaps, with your help, we can unite these people.
Well, what did you say? Nothing brings people together more than a party. We should bring the town center of life and joy, invite all the clansmen and clanswomen together, feast among the ages, drink and be merry, and then on the dawn of the 5th day, look to the setting of the 7th sun, and fight the Pudding
and
Lord.
organize a pit fight. All the best parties have a pit fight.
Yes, entertainment. The bear's on it. And we need grog, wholehearty load of grog. I hear that you mighty underboys like to drink wholeheartedly. Have you ever matched your gullets against the tails of a dwarf? Not that we have tails, I mean tales as in stories.
He says, we will call a council meeting tonight to determine our next course of action. You will be treated to much quaffing and drinking in the Foaming Mug, our local drinking establishment. However, there are factions we may need you to reach out to down here. There is a group called the Goldwhisker Clan.
The Gold Whiskers.
They
sound mighty important.
Dorbo says, look, I want them out of the Warrens to free up living space for hard-working, honest gnomes. I also want to recover the house center that I believe is in their grasp. Seni sort of cuts in and she says, well, no, they're descendants of Blingdenstone citizens. They deserve to stay and rejoin their community. And then they kind of sort of glare at each other a bit. And he says, see, even here, even in this house, this sacred house, we are divided.
It seems your prejudices against your own race are the thing dividing you. I say I'd welcome any dwarf into my hearth. Look, my company's not even dwarves. And I don't hold that against them.
Any parley with the Goldwhisker clan has been met with violence. Dorbo says, go in there with peace offerings at your own peril. We've sent emissaries in there, and the ones that came back were changed.
Changed? Don't be coy with me, boy. What, were they, looked different or mentally scarred? Physically, mentally, or both? Change is... Yes.
In a hushed tone, he says, they were afflicted with a curse.
Oh, the old curse variety, huh? Seems sorcery is afoot.
We have reason to believe that the Goldwhisker clan carry the were-rat curse and inflict it upon others forcing them to join the clan and bolster their numbers. And Seni says, no, they're just territorial. They've been here, they stayed, they hunkered down when we were driven away and have continued holding their own. Of course they're going to be annoyed if we're coming in telling them what to do. We need to reach out to them. We need to extend the gem branch of community and offer them a place on our council.
While they're
Welcome.
talking, I go to Pauly. I know you know a lot about rats. Can you sniff out were rats if they really were rats?
Were rats? Ooh. Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, you got this.
Yeah.
Go. Yeah, go.
Yeah.
Well, indeed, we'll see if they are truly were rats or indeed territorial, as you say, and we will either offer them inclusion or the other thing. Oh boy, I don't like the other thing.
Yeah, Dorbo says, good. I go in there, speak, if you can, see what their leaders are like. If you run into any trouble, deal with it as you see fit, but we will await your report. If they can be reasoned with, then, and he kind of doesn't like the taste of saying it, but he says, then perhaps we will talk. But if they are mindless and they have given in to their baser instincts, we will need to step up our plans to eradicate them.
And what are your plans? Surely it can't be we wait for 4 strangers to rock up to the town and they do everything.
He says, if we can get proof that they are a threat and they're not our allies in this place, then I can unite the council to issue the order, and we will cleanse that area and retake that part of the caverns.
If we can get this proof, or get them to come to the table and truly meet with you, will you fix our ship?
Yes.
Oh, Pauly, striking a hard bargain.
If you can solve this dilemma, this split, this cavernous divide, even in this room, give us the peace we need to know what to do next with this lost clan. Give us the proof from a report or that we can use to rally the rest of the council, so that we are no longer divided on the issue, something that will bring us on one side or the other.
Well,
Okay,
Pauly.
and then we can discuss the Pudding King and the price.
Once we are a united front, we will be able to look into this Pudding Lord issue. I don't know what else it is you're after here. We can work towards something.
I want all of our weight in copper coins.
Bless you.
Blimey, Pauly! That's just... Oh, maybe...
Shut up. You gotta remember how much that fucking Winfred weighs.
Cool.
It's not fair. I've been slimming down. And
How much do you
Winfred
weigh?
just like turns around and his belly turns around like slightly after he does.
How much does Winfred weigh again?
900
ton?
kilos?
Yeah.
Like nearly a ton.
I'm so cool having a ton of copper.
Yeah, but a ton of copper doesn't necessarily mean it's worth a ton of copper.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's worth a lot. It's just a lot of copper.
I said copper coins, okay?
Yeah.
I did specify.
You just want to throw them at people, don't you?
Look, there's going to be a parade after we kill the Pudding Lord. Half of it's going to go to the town.
You mean at the town?
Yeah, correct. I'm going to fucking pip into the town.
Just fly up to 50 feet and rain it on everybody and just watch them all get holes in their
It's going
skulls.
to take a lot of trips.
I'm okay with this.
He's going to be going up and then down, and then
No,
up
we're
and then
What
down.
we'll
We're just
do
gonna-
is
we're
we'll
just gonna
find a way to
parade through
shrink
town
all of
and
the
throw
coins so
coins.
they keep their weight, but they're like smaller.
That would
No,
still
it's
be
No,
the
fine.
but
same
he's not going to be able to
Same.
carry a
Same.
ton.
All right, look, we'll
He's
guys,
a hollow-boned bird.
guys, we'll figure out the physics of me piffing coins at gnomes later. Do you agree?
New
to this?
plan. We pick up the gnomes and throw them at the coins.
Yeah,
We'll just
we'll talk
fucking
details.
baseball
We'll talk
piff
details.
them at the coins.
We'll talk details with them. Let's go talk with this other clan.
All right.
Well then, whereabouts is this other clan?
They are to the sort of the west. They've sort of hunkered down to the southwest area.
Wild lads, to the southeastern ghettos we go.
So you make your way back through the town. Are you heading straight out, or are you heading to the tavern first?
I'll head to the tavern first to obviously tavern up, and
Love tavern.
they did promise. What did they call their frothiness?
It's called the Foaming Mug.
Yeah, the foamy mug. Yeah, we'll head there for a bit of hearty food and drink.
Yeah. So when so you get there, this inn is actually built to a larger size. It says the foaming. It actually says the mended foaming mug when you arrive, like the sign above it. A lot of this place looks old, but it seems to have some new touches. And you get settled in with the guard kind of explains it to the inn master, and you are led upstairs, downstairs, probably because everything's topsy turvy, into some pretty normal sized rooms. And I say normal as in human normal, not dwarf normal, I guess. So it seems like an international kind of place. There are even sort of onsen rooms. There's these sort of hot springs, bathhouse kind of thing going on in here. And there are no other guests currently, so you kind of have the run of the place to yourself. The main supply of it has some basic surface foods and stuff. Like Pauly, you find they have like some biscuits and some crackers. I'm not sure like how you feel about those sort of foods.
I will crush them.
They also serve a Dark Lake Stout as their sort of main alcohol on tap.
Sick.
I could go for a stout.
And you
I
meet
know I'm hungover, but-
the inn master. His name is Tappy Foamstrap.
Tappy.
And he's super excited to see you, as he's like helping you carry your gear up downstairs and getting you all settled and stuff. He's like, "Oh my god, guests! Oh, this is so exciting! You're from the surface? Are you from the Underdark? What's been happening? Tell us everything."
I'm gonna ping a copper into his head.
Yeah. He says, "Oh wow," and kind of catches it before it hits the ground. He's like, "Surface money! That's incredible. Who's this? Is this a king? Is this a king on the back here? Is it a queen?" I really struggle to tell between the two genders for humans.
I'm pretty sure the copper has like a duke, like some like shitty duke,
Yeah.
like.
That no one remembers, no one likes.
Yeah, correct. That's why he's on the copper piece.
Yeah.
He's nowhere near cool enough to be on the platinum.
While he's talking to you, he's like, it's crazy that you're here. We don't get a lot of outsiders. Probably because we got a huge ghost problem. I mean, there's just ghosts everywhere. I reckon surface dwellers are too soft-hearted for ghosts. You know what I mean? Like they just can't handle ghosts. They hear a whoo and they start running. They just don't want to stay the night. They think everywhere in every house they go into is haunted. And they
At this point,
sorry.
So at this point, Thorendir touches Winfred and goes, "Ah, shit! What were the three spirits we had to go and help again? Fuck!"
Winfred leans down to Thorendir, thinks for a second, and just says, I don't know. I wasn't listening. I was thinking about food.
Note to self: help 3 spirits in town.
Just sent 3 random spirits.
And then Tony's like, spirits.
Claim that we thought that they were them.
You're like, spirits. Tappy, give us 3 mugs of your finest.
And he says, "Oh, of course," and he goes and starts pulling mugs of this dark lake stout. He says, "Oh yeah, we get that from the Duergar. It's a bit of an acquired taste, but I hear that non-gnomes love it. From Duergar traders in the town of Grim, the Mantol brewery."
Ah, the Grim boys. Cowards, a lot of them, as he hands one of the beers to Pauly and Winfred, and then looks at Reynard and goes, sorry, heroes only.
Reynard is going to cast Mage Hand and hold Thorendir's beer just out of reach.
I cast Mage Hand and grab the beer out of reach.
No.
Reynard.
Reynard just looks at Thorendir and goes, touche.
Thorendir, you should have straight armed it. So just tipped it over and then just straight armed it.
Straight armed it with Mage Hands, no.
Yeah.
No. Thorendir goes, no, and another one. I was just joshing the boy.
Reynard doesn't drink.
2 for me.
Good.
I'll take his.
Screw it, 2 more for Reynard, and then I just take a boom anyway and drink it. Me and Pauly double fist and drinking.
Yep.
How many? Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter because Reynard doesn't drink. But how many psychic arms does Reynard create when he does his psychic arms? Like how many drinks can he hold?
In my mind, he creates 6 more arms that all come out of his sides. So he's got 8 arms in total.
I mean, if he had 4 arms, wait, 6, so he's got 6 arms total and then 2 legs. So he's spider Reynard.
No. He's got 4 arms on each side in total. His 2 original arms plus 3 more sets.
Oh, okay. So it's way more than Goro.
I mean, he just keeps his arms crossed when he's not using them.
Yeah.
I went and watched that Mortal Kombat movie, the new one.
I hear it's pretty shit.
It is.
Huh?
I hear it's pretty shit.
I would watch it again purely for Kano.
I heard the whole time.
The whole movie.
No, I heard the whole time Scorpion doesn't speak English, but then says "get over here."
Yeah.
I never noticed that before.
Does anyone yell toasty at some point? Because I hear it's just a lot of, huh? You know that thing? You know the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, he did the thing.
No, look, it was a dumb game action movie, and I loved it because of one character. He carried the whole movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear he went to hospital with back issues after the movie.
Yeah.
Had it all on his shoulders.
Yep.
Yeah. Speaking of, on that note, I think we'll probably wrap up tonight a little bit early. I know we had a bit of a slow start, but I think we're all a bit drained. But we're gonna get back into the swing of it. We're gonna come back next week. We're gonna come back strong, and we're gonna head into the Gold Whisker clan, and so that I can actually prepare for it as well.
Also, I'm on late for the next foreseeable future just because there is literally no staff, so I won't be able to be on till about 7:40, 7:50 at the latest.
Okay.
So
look, for me, with work in general these days, I do start early as fuck, but I'm happy to stay awake for this.
Yeah.
Aww.
So I don't have a job at the moment, so I'm still looking for that. But
I'll
try not to be hungover next Monday, but I can't guarantee anything because next weekend is Timmy's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah. Saturday.
Well, tomorrow's your birthday, no?
Saturday. Yeah, tomorrow's my birthday, but yeah,
Yeah.
Saturday. Saturday. Well, I'm actually. Are we still live?
Yeah, I'm going to close it out there. I'll say goodnight to everyone who's
Yeah.
watching, who's chilling, and who's watching the VOD, of course. I hope you're enjoying now that we're back in it. And I say we're back strong, and hopefully that actually means next week. But if you're watching the video, it doesn't really matter because time is a construct. Have fun, be a
don't
pudding
do this to
king,
me, Dan.
and I'll see you. I'll see you next time. Bye
You
bye.
can be a juicy pudding king.